Hey there, everybody! What is going on? It is Venus XXX, and I know I didn't keep my promise about, going live at least once a day. It's been crazy with work and, school. But I'm out of school now. Tuesday, yesterday, was the final. And let's just say, it was the most horriblest experience I have ever met. It was horrible. Oh. The first 10 questions on that final, it was like, on the first 10 questions, I knew them, but once I saw them, I was drawing a blank. I was like, I know them, they're on the top of my head. Crap. And then I had to play a guessing game with them. And so, got 10 questions wrong right there. And then, on 5 questions, I was starting to, get a miniature headache, because it's 160 questions. 160. You can imagine not getting a headache with that. So, I got a small headache, but I put a stop to it immediately, but still got 5 questions wrong. So, out of 160 of those questions, I got at least 73 wrong. And trust me, if I would have known those 10, then would have been just 160, it would have been 63. And plus those 5, if I didn't have that headache, then it would have been less, and it would have been okay. So, let's just hope my past homework with the score on it already goes good enough, gets me a good grade, like a C or a B, because they say if it's a D, then it's the same as an F, which is kind of stupid, to be honest. And I just hope I'll pass this IT class, because it's okay, bye, levels, but IT is kinda, the homework part is easier, but then the final tests, oh my gosh, they're hard. And then there's the practical tests. I do okay on the practical tests. The practical tests are pretty darn easy. But enough about school stuff. Nobody wants to hear school. I'm sure you guys that will start the video will be like, he's talking about school. Shut it off, shut it off. But no, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Now, I am here to kind of talk about this shirt. Let's just say my mom got it for me. And being a cat lover as I am, I just couldn't refuse. It's a Santa cat pointing at you with the word believe right here. Who wouldn't want that? That type of stuff is just adorable, and I'm a cat lover, okay? I'm a cat lover. Don't judge me. But yeah. And the server so far, it's down to it's needing more credits, just to say. So I've had to lower, how many people are able to join to 5 instead of 15, because, 15 was, sucking out a bunch of credits. And if we would have kept it at 15, the server wouldn't stay open for too long. So I turned it down to 5, so that's only 10 credits a day and whatnot. It'll save us up on the credits and make it be open longer, so you guys can check it out. I had to reset the whole thing because, the plugins weren't working for some weird reason. And then I reset the whole thing, and the lead people said, yeah, we were working on updates on them. We updated them to the newest Minecraft version. And I'm all like, that would have been nice to know. Because they didn't update the app where you would go in the App Store and just press update. And I'm sitting there all could have told us instead of making us be holy crap, the plugins aren't working. What happened? What do we do? So I tried rolling back the server a couple of times, and then the plugins like would work for a little bit and then just stop again. Like, it was crazy. And the crate key plugin still doesn't work. Like, I'm trying to make it give me the crate keys and whatnot, but nope, it just won't do it. I type in the command they gave me, and it just won't do it. And they said they're looking into the issue and whatnot. I really hope they are, instead of just saying that and not doing crap about it. Because I know, like, some of those games and stuff where you, like, tell them that something's wrong with it, and they just say, oh yeah, we'll look into it, but they don't do nothing about it. They just let it keep on going like that, and, like, update everything else, and not even give a crap about it. They worked before, but now they aren't. So, I really do hope they can fix that, so that on the server you guys can, like, get some crate keys when I do drop parties. Because who wouldn't want some crate keys to open some chests and get, like, random stuff from it? Right? And yeah, tomorrow, for a video, I'm actually going to be with a friend, and we're most likely going to be doing a Nerf war. Now, by so far what I've heard, it's gonna do good. If not, then, like, I'll come and do a live and tell you guys, of course. But yeah, we're going to possibly have some other friends with us. My little brother doesn't want to join because he, like, has issues of himself with Tyler type thing. Like, Fun's got issues with Tyler, I guess. Even though Vaughn does, like, the same things, and I'm just sitting there like, seriously, bro, you're doing the same things, bro, like, come on, man up. I told him about it. He might come tomorrow, because knowing him, he likes to change his mind sometimes. He'll say no at first, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to do the Nerf war with Tyler and whatnot. And Vaughn will be like, okay, I'll come. Because knowing Vaughn, he likes to do Nerf wars. He's got, like, Nerf war guns upstairs. Me, I'm going to be using, like, if Tyler's going to let me do it again, I'm going to be using a mega gun. That thing is like a Terminator gun. Just go like, it was so much fun. Who wouldn't want to use that gun? Now, the only issue is, like, once you start it up, it takes a while for it to, like, shoot. It'll be like, and by then, he could dodge out of the way easily. Now, I have gotten him a couple of times when we last did a Nerf war on it. It was kind of funny, because he was trying to run from it, and I'm just like, and I saw what he was trying to do, where he would, like, do that little running thing, and all the bullets are missing it behind him. So sometimes I'd even bring it forward a little bit more, just to make it be in front of him, so that he just run right into it. So much fun. Now, the evil thing he has is his thing that he calls a Wonder Shield. It's basically this black shield he can, like, carry around and, like, block the Nerf guns, and then just, like, pew, pew, pew. Like, that thing is so cheap to use in battle. Now, if I had one, then I'd probably use it, because I want to be evil. But yeah. So, hopefully we're able to do, because I want to do a video on it. I asked him about, like, any type of way to, like, strap on a video camera on him. He said he used to have, like, his little handmade GoPro thing, but his cousin broke it. So, yeah. hopefully we can, like, maybe figure out something so that we can still do the video and whatnot. I'm thinking of just, like, maybe getting some duct tape and just, like, tape his phone on his head. I can imagine him with, like, a phone duct taped to his head and running around with a Nerf gun. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious, guys. Like, I'm sure if you wanted to, if your friend would agree to it, you duct tape a phone to your friend's head or something like that just for the sake of a YouTube video. I'm sure it would look hilarious. Think of it in my shoes. Wait, not wearing any, so. Now, the only thing I am ticked off right now about, I've got these really great headphones, but they just went missing. Like, you guys most likely seen it or, like, heard about it, but I'd have the headphones, have, like, my little microphone right here where I could just talk into that, and they do music through it so well. Those went missing. Trying to figure out where they went. Hopefully they're in my dad's car where, like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I last had them there, but, like, they're just gone. And I know I didn't, like, put them in my jacket. I'm pretty sure I put them in the door to my dad's car, but they're gone. So then, I found these old headphones. I remembered that, like, one speaker was out. I plugged them in. No sound was coming through them at all. I turned this around and, like, push it in farther. Like, just kind of push it in. Only this side was doing it. So, and these only lasted, like, maybe around a month. They were still brand new, basically. Because, like, they had their own box and everything. And my dad never used them, and so he let me use them. And they've become crap now. I really like those type of headphones, too. Instead of ones where you just, like, stick them straight in the air. The ones I like, I just kind of, like, put around the ear with a little thing. Those ones I like. But yeah. Oh yeah. My friend and me are all, like, this will be on his channel. I'll have to find it for you guys. So, like, in the next live or whatnot, I'll put his channel link in below. And, like, you guys can go check it out. On there, on his channel, me and, like, a kid actually did do a little bit of wrestling. Because, like, Tyler said that his, like, cousin could do a full-grown adult. And so, me and him just, like, wrestled a little bit. Now, he didn't get harmed badly. Like, I think we both got a good rug burn. But I did get him good with a pillow. Because then it went to a pillow fight, and we just, like, had some fun there. I got him good with the pillow. I just, like, I do that evil trick that people do with the pillow, where I just, like, where I make one end fold down in the other, and then, like, the whole sheet thing, and now it's, like, this big old, like, socking bag. And so I did that, and I'm just like, "You ready, boy? We are!" And just, like, slam it down on him. But yeah, when we wrestled, we didn't do, like, actual harmful stuff, okay? We just, like, grappled each other, and, like, tried pinning us down and whatnot. He thought he got me pinned down one part of that time, but when his fists were still, like, right here, I went like that, and, like, kept it tight, and he tried doing it, and I just, like, rolled, and basically, like, used my body weight to get him off me, and then got back up. But yeah, no harm was done. And he said he could beat, like, a full-grown adult, yet I beat him. He gave up when I got him in an arm lock and just went like, alright then, do you give up now? And he was like, yeah. And I let go of him. But what we're thinking of doing on his channel, this will be great, guys. Try not to laugh challenges. And what we're going to do, we're going to have like little tiny cups. And then we're going to do like an awful little combination. Like say water with a cinnamon stick and some vanilla extract. Not too much. And maybe some olive juice in that. And we'll do like little tiny cups at first. And then whoever gets the most laughs in, like the most cups drunk, has to drink one about maybe around this big of just that. And I'm sure I might be able to beat him, because I will not want to drink anything. I hate olives. The rest of my family loves it. I hate olives. Like, I just don't like the taste. They taste weird in my mouth. But that's just me. So don't hate on me, all you olive lovers. Okay? Okay, shake on it. But yeah. It will taste disgusting. Like, I will be sitting there and be like, I'm not gonna laugh because I don't want that crap in my mouth. I will hate it if I put that crap in my mouth. So yeah, we'll be looking at try not to laughs. And we'll try and find clean ones where they're not bad. They're just, like, good, okay? And if they're bad, they'll hopefully be, like, censored out for us and whatnot. If not, I'm sure my friend, like, he did a recording for me for little, like, magic, like, card tricks. But yeah, hopefully we can do that, because I'm thinking it'll be awesome. You know, do try not to laugh challenges with me and him. And yeah, and trust me, I'm sure I'll hopefully make him lose. Make him drink the cup. But yeah. And of course, on those videos, we'll also put the links to, like, my channel and whatnot. And, like, all of our links to our social media and whatnot on his stuff as well. And yeah. And on that channel, if we start doing a try not to laugh challenge and get that going, then, like, hopefully, like, if you guys want to give us a little try not to laugh stuff, but not inappropriate ones, then I'm sure you possibly be able to send it to the links that we have prepared. And I also did just upload another Lego Minecraft stop motion video. I hope you guys like it. Okay? And soon enough, let's hope my little brother ain't watching this. I'm thinking of doing some pranks on my bro. Not like super mean ones, but maybe some good ones. 'Cause he's not that nice to me. I'm thinking of getting him. But yeah. I basically got some ideas from the guys called, like, Ben Phillips and Elliot. Those guys, they do some inappropriate pranks, so if you guys look them up, just know they do some inappropriate pranks. They don't talk very nice, but look it up at your own risk, okay, guys? But what they do, like, some of their pranks are pretty darn funny. Well, yeah, like, there's the Prank My Haters, and then there's the regular Ben Phillip pranks, where he pranks his brother Elliot. Sometimes Ben goes a little far on pranking Elliot, so be careful, but go look it up at your own risk, okay, guys? Because some of them, they don't go too far, but some of them are actually pretty darn clever, and I might just try my bro. So, I'm hoping my little brother doesn't watch this, and, like, I guess I'll use Ben Phillips' line in it, as usual, like, where he just says, "Sorry, bro." So, yeah. I'll basically, like, use his line or say... His line, like... Some people always get the good lines. They're good pickup lines where they say... Well, catchphrases. Where, like, Ben Phillips, it's always... "Sorry, bro." With Moose Crab, it's always basically... "Breakfast!" And, like, there's some other people that just, like, have their own little catchphrases, and I'm like... That is so genius! I wish I could have beaten you to that little punchline. Ah! Always want to use a good old catchphrase. Like, for my YouTube videos. What can be a good catchphrase for me? And if you guys can think of a catchphrase for me, I don't mind. Just not a mean one. And not a bad one, okay? Because... I'm child friendly. I don't do, like, inappropriate catchphrases. I try not to show inappropriate stuff. Still looking for a video editor that could possibly, like, remove the words, like, black them out at those times and whatnot. You know, it's not that easy finding those video editors where you can just, like, put it right there, black out that line, and be all like, nope. That's not good to see, okay, guys? Yeah. So, But yeah, I would like a cool catchphrase on here. Like, for instance, Donnie Bobe's little catchphrase before he ends a video is "Love you to the moon and back, see you all next time" type thing. Like, where's my little catchphrase, Wish I did have a cool little catchphrase. That would be cool. But yeah. What else should I talk about? I have been doing this for 23 minutes, so that's not bad. I guess I could talk about the church I have that I'm helping out. It's called the District Church. Once they get, like, a YouTube thing going on, that's all me. Because I'm like the YouTuber there that has, like, the most subscribers type thing. Literally. So, once they start the YouTube biz up at my church, that's all me. Because that would be great. Like, who wouldn't want me to be, like, YouTube recording for them? Now, they've done Facebook Lives already, and I have been doing those. The sound on it is okay, but we're trying to currently think of a way to, like find a little connection way where we can just plug it into, like, the phone we're using into the audio so that the sound that goes out can go directly to it. So it doesn't sound like too loud or too like silent. Or sounds like it's in a tin can. Tin can! Ah! Tin can. Gotta position my hands right. Tin can! Ah! Yeah. But yeah. So, still trying to do that. And I have been also doing slides for them as well. Where I just basically click the next button, and if sometimes they've gone like out of line on their slides thing, and I would be like, oh, I gotta go right there. Okay, there we go. So yeah. And one time it was just like, the pastor said a different like thing about the next slide. He said something that like, that I thought about going to the next slide. So I did the next slide. And then I did at least 3 slides in from him just saying stuff. And then he said the catchphrase, the exact words that was on the 3 slides before. And I'm like, ah, frick. Flip. That's Unspeakable's catchphrase. Flip. But yeah. Like, golly, people. Get the slides right. And, like, I didn't even know. I was just all like, okay, he said those words, but not in the exact right way. So, probably need to go to the next slide. And, yeah. So, doing slides is fun as well. And well, yeah, if we don't use those like little cup idea things with like a mixture of stuff, we might get bean boozled. And if we laugh, we spin the wheel and we gotta eat that jelly bean. We might just do that because that would actually be quite fun. I'm sure you guys would probably like it, seeing us in torture of how disgusting some of the beans taste. I don't mind it, trust me. One time they did a Bean Boozled thing at Riverlawn once. I eat like the beans and the jelly beans, and I'm just like, okay, it's grass clippings. It doesn't taste that bad. And so then, there was still some left, and I'm just like, alright then, I'll take them. And so I took the rest of them, and just popped them all in at once. Bad idea, guys. It didn't taste bad, but the grass clippings one, like, I don't know how many grass clippings there were in there. Like, oh my gosh. And so, like, the grass clipping ones stuck with me for 3 days. And trust me, that wasn't a good taste in my mouth. Like, it was down back right in that area. Like, in the back of my throat, and I'm just like, yeah, I can still taste those grass clippings. Does not taste good. But it didn't taste bad at first. I was just like, oh. There's toothpaste. Yeah, there's the coconut. Oh, there's the sour milk. And I could definitely taste the grass clippings in that. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of grass clippings. Pretty strong, too. Oh, well. I'm sure they won't last till tomorrow. They did. For the next 3 days. And I even told myself after that, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Now, I'll chuck a bunch of the toothpaste ones in my mouth as much as I can. I'll just be like, bunch of toothpaste? Alright, go. Yeah, but it's not good idea. But it was pretty funny. Speaking of funny, I remember one time at my church, like at Riverlawn, when this pastor named Jared was still a pastor. Like, my friend Ty won that huge Twix candy bar thing. And he comes running down from the stage and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get diabetes! And we just all full out laugh. We were all like, wow, Ty. But granted, Ty also did some other funny stuff. Like, last Christmas thing, not this last one, like the one before that when he won the Twix bar at that Christmas party. There was this eggnog pool. It was non-alcoholic, so that was a good thing. They did the bobbing for apples where people would literally stick their face in there and grab apples. And Ty grabs a cup. And so they're in a line and they're right next to that pool. He dips that cup in and drinks the eggnog. And I wasn't there, but when they said that, they were just talking about Ty and they're like, yeah, we aren't surprised considering the guy that like last year got a cup and digged it in the eggnog apple bobbing pool. When I heard that, I was like, what? He did that? What was he thinking? I couldn't help myself from laughing. And Jared was the greatest guy I met, for sure. He was so much fun, and like, oh my gosh. He was a good friend, for sure. Now, my mom didn't quite like him because of his little driving skills and whatnot. Let's just say when he gets behind the wheel, that's when you get a good ride. But yeah, at the Christmas party thing, it was like his last year being there before he like went to go serve at a hospital, being like a church guy there. He did the song that went like, well, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. He does that song, and he kicks over a table as well with candy canes on it, starts picking up the candy canes while he's still doing the lip syncing, and starts chucking them like he's wanting to take someone's head off. Let's just say my mom was there, and she was laughing her head off as hard as she could as well. Everybody loved it. We were all like, this is awesome! This is so cool! And he's like just chucking the candy canes, picking them up quite a few at a time, chucking them at us. Like he wants to just like decapitate us with candy canes. And thankfully the table didn't break, but if it did, that would have been way more awesome too. Because he probably would have been like kicking it over, it breaks, and he would be like, show's over, guys. Everybody got a good kick out of it. That was like the best one we ever had. For sure. I think it was also the same one where people made gingerbread houses. Now, let's just say one year there was a good sized gingerbread house. Some of us couldn't seem to break it because it was just a stack of stuff. Like, these people just didn't even try. They did like a cardboard box, just laid it out flat, just layered it with stuff. Just layered it with stuff. And we just looked at it and we were like, what is that? What is that? It's just a box laying down. They put some frosting on it, put a graham cracker board on it, put some more frosting on it, another graham cracker for it, another frosting on it, another box. It was just like this pile of stuff. And the judges came by and like Eli was like, now, well, I think it was Eli, but it was one of them, and they were like, no, I'm gonna try this for sure. And they punch it down and maybe only like 3 or 4 grams cracked apart because it was this thick thing. And of course, like other people tried it. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it. And I'm just like, oh! Now they kind of stopped it because like it wasn't this strong of a table. And they didn't want some of us to like, they didn't want it cracking anytime soon. But it was awesome. For sure. Good times. Good times. Now, granted, I never beat Jared at ping pong, but I'm sure if we played now, I'd probably beat him. And then there's, like, the tennis match he still owes me. Either that or it's Austin, because, like, I said, we should play tennis sometime, and they were like, yeah, we should. Because it would be awesome. But, never happened. But, also, oh well. But yeah, youth group was by far the best place to be at there, because like when they do stuff, when they would do lip syncs and all that cool stuff, you would want to be there. It would be hilarious. Literally heavenly high hilarious. Like one year my friend Chase, he did this song and he's just like, step forward, step back, step forward, step back, step forward, step back. And he was just like doing this little walk. Like, you just, like, think of him like that. You go like, and just have his head like that, hanging low while taking those steps. And we're just sitting there like, what is he doing? What is he doing? And one year when somebody did a lip sync, then my friend Gage went up there and just like started joining them on singing it. And then it became like this full out like everybody getting up and going up their dance party. And it was just like awesome. And then there's my lip syncs. Mine, I guess, was a little serious. But I wanted to be there this year. Too bad I couldn't. I am too old for youth group now. Because they said I would be able to help out in youth group. Well, I'm not going to that church anymore, so I can't help out in the youth group at all. But I wanted to join and do one last lip sync. I have a Fox shirt. I was gonna wear that. And for the lip sync, I was gonna do, what does the fox say? Like, I'd be wearing, like, a coat, and then I'd be like, alright then. What does, and rip off the jacket, and just be like, what does the fox say? And people would probably get a kick out of that and be like, oh, that is an awesome shirt. He gets some good points on that, because who wouldn't like that? Somebody just, like, lip syncing the fox, and then, like, rips off a coat and there's a fox shirt. Who wouldn't like that? That would be awesome. And hilarious at the same time. But mostly awesome. And I was gonna do that, but your boy moved out of that church and went to help another church. And, yeah. But it would have been awesome. It would have been hilarious to do that. Because Who wouldn't like that? To be honest. Who wouldn't like that? Man, I've been at this for 39 minutes. Well, 40 minutes counting now. Perfect timing. Getting close to an hour, but I'm sure you guys probably wouldn't mind that much. After all, who wouldn't like this beautiful face? And of course, the beautiful voice. Now I can also do some pretty cool impressions. Like, I can do a pretty good droopy dog. You guys heard it before. Yes, that was me. But I like being droopy dog. 'Cause who doesn't like droopy dog? Droopy dog is the dog, yo. Oh. Wait. Droopy dog is the dog. I just have to, like, I do like these cool shades. Who doesn't like that? Got these at a garage sale. Those things broke off somehow. But, still wearable. So yeah. And then I can also do Ross from Monsters, Inc. I'm always watching you. Or am I always watching me? I don't know the difference. I can also do kind of a Mario. Let's go. It's me, Mario. And somewhat of a Mickey. Misa, Musa, Mickey Mouse, huh? And a little bit of Stewie. Is Stewie Griffin here? Yes, I love Kuwait. I can do Joe, but only when he says, like, hey, Peter. Hey, Peter! And I can also do a pretty good Pennywise impression. Don't you know, Georgie? They all float down here. Do you want to float too? Do you want a balloon? And let's see here. What other voices can I do? Oh yeah, SpongeBob laugh. Which that one I can do pretty darn good. Like, I saw how, like, the guy did it on, like, a little show where he, like, moves his thing up and down like this. And he, like, does just a high-pitched little laugh type thing, like, ah! Except he goes like, ah! It doesn't screw up, like, it doesn't really do much. Like, what it does is create a vibration to your voice. It doesn't hurt the windpipe at all. I've done it for a long time before, too, and, like, I felt fine. I can also kind of do a bad dad. Now, this one, I gotta put on the mask. Ben! Go take out the trash! I'm bad dad! Like, this one I actually, like, got from the district church. And there was someone named Ben there. And I literally, like, went up to him and like... Because, if you don't know Bat Dad, he has a little son named Ben. And he actually would be like, Ben! Ben! He would be like that. So I went up to Ben and went like, Ben! You forgot to do this. And he was kind of chuckling a bit at it too. He was all like, where'd you get that from? Let's just say I saw it on the ground out in the hallway, decided to grab it, and a good friend, Brady, almost called him Brody. Brody's the next door neighbor. He's not so nice to me. Like, this was so stupid. Like, my little brother and his friend went in his truck. just because I was chasing them with a stick. And so, like, they're in there, and so I just tapped the window with a stick. Did no damage at all, and I'm just, like, standing there, like, tapping the window with a stick, being like, ding, ding. Just barely lightly, like you couldn't even hear that. And they go tell Brody, and he's like, you better not put a stick onto my... And he's, like, cussing and whatnot, and I'm like, dude, chill. Like, I'm only a little kid, dude. Like, back off. And he's just, like, mean to me. Like, I'll even say hi to him, and he'll kind of be meanish, and be like, yeah. And, like, sometimes even cuss a little bit. And, of course, he's got his little beer-drinking friends, where he'll... Like, one time I actually gave them, like, a toaster that we had. It worked, but we just, like, got a new toaster or whatnot. Something. It still worked, but, like, had, like, a few issues with it. And so I just asked them, you want this? And his friends and whatnot, sitting there, drinking their beers and, like, cussing and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, here you go. You can have that. Okay, I'll just, like, go now. And this is, like, something that annoyed me big time. He hated us. Like, there would be a neighbor's fence that I would usually, like, visit. And then there's his shed. And then his garage. There'd be 2 gaps right there. I just walked through that one so that I don't have to, like, go a long trip and go, like, all the way around and whatnot. Just go walking through that. And Brody, like, he even was like, yeah, I don't want you walking through my yard, okay? Like, I don't care if it's shorter. I don't want you walking through my yard. I'm tired of you walking through my yard. Okay, I won't walk through your yard again. And he made sure of that by putting up, this was even more stupid. He added on to the fence and closed off that gap with a fence, closed off the other gap with a fence, but he didn't put a fence around the whole yard. He just only closed off those gaps with that fence. And I even looked at it and I'm just like, you're really a jerk. What's even more stupid? He didn't even ask me this when I was walking around one day. He just asked my little brother when he was only like around maybe 10. 10 or 9, maybe even 8. He asked him if he wanted to help him replace tiles on his roof. Sure, don't ask the 16-year-old or like 15-year-old. I don't remember how old I was at the time. Don't ask someone that can actually do way more better and not cause an accident. Don't ask someone that's more of an adult. Ask a little kid. And even my mom and dad were like, no. We don't want him going up on your roof when he could potentially fall off. He's still way too young to do that type of stuff. And I'm just even sitting there and being like, couldn't have even asked me? Like, I walked by first, and then my little brother comes out a little bit later when you were still out, like... And then there's, like, other issues in this town that... Like, this one other guy, which I guess I found out who was later on, I guess. There's a neighbor, like, over there type way. Let's just say he's not, like, the coolest guy. Like, we even went up to it and, like, looked at its newly paved sidewalk and whatnot. Because it was new to us. We weren't going to do anything to it. And we're just looking at it. And he came out and he was like, "Don't you dare step in that!" And I'm all like, "We're just looking at it." And he was even all like, "Back away from it. Back away. I don't want you ruining it." And I'm just like, "Okay, I'm backing away. I'm backing away. I've never seen this type of stuff before. I'm just a little curious." And, like, one time, I guess, we went to his house once. Because, like, a kid was there. And he said, "I don't want your bikes in my newly paved driveway. You get them out to the street." Out to the street, where they can get run over by cars. Yeah, sure. Just because you don't want our bikes on your driveway. When they're gonna get dirty by your truck tires. Your truck tires are gonna do more damage than thin bike tires, dude. Like, come on. And his grandpa was even the worst of them all. Like, I go riding my bike. I take this route every time, and, like, there was not even a little sign thing to show it off at first. And I would go right by the post office, go that way, and then, because my mom asked me to get her a pop. It wasn't too far away, but I mostly stayed on a more safe path, where I was supposed to, like, basically go. Where I've gone every time when I got my mom a pop. And it was raining out, too, like, it was raining out, nobody was out. Nobody would even care if I was riding on the sidewalk. I've even been on the sidewalk before with my bike, and cops would pass by and be like, "He's not doing any damage. Barely anybody uses those anyways, so he's fine." Plus, he gets off early enough and goes to the pop machine just to go back home for his mom. So yeah, he's fine. That guy, his dad, came driving up and went right next to me and was all like, "You gotta get your bike off the road." And even I'm standing there all, like, he yelled at me, which was his first bad mistake, and tried telling me what to do. And I'm standing there all like, "Who are you to be yelling at me and, like, trying to enforce a law when you're not even a police officer? Like, who do you think you are doing that?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just going to give my mom a pop. Like, it's fine." And he was like, "No, it's not fine. You're not supposed to do that." And I was like, "I'm not breaking any laws, dude. I go down this way every time just to give my mom a pop. And even police officers see me do it." And he was like, "Well, aren't you able to read?" And he was pointing at the little thing where it said, "No bikes or anything on the sidewalk." And I'm like, well, like, there's not one back over there. There's only one over there, just started from that." And he's like, "No, it's every block in town. Okay? Every block has one. So you're not supposed to do it. I mean, seriously, can't you read?" And he's like telling me that I'm basically blind and whatnot. And I'm just like, was getting up to here and it was about to say, "Shut the heck up." Like, I mean, seriously. And he was even going like, "I'll even go over to those cops over there and have them to arrest your butt." And I'm even staying there like, they're gonna arrest me for riding my bike on the sidewalk. Like, how stupid are you? They wouldn't arrest me for riding my bike on the sidewalk. And then he was like, "So go and, like, get off the sidewalk right here." First off, I ride my bike on the sidewalk so that, like, cars that are driving by don't run me over. Because trust me, people don't seem to give two craps what happens in the town. They'll just like go whenever they want to on cars. They won't stop for really anything. I've seen dead mice all over the streets. Dead cats. I've seen quite a bit of stuff. And, like, sometimes they don't just stop because we're there. So, yeah. And I'm even all like, I'm talking calmly to him and trying not to just, like, go to his car and strangle him. And I even said, well, it's not really raining out, like, there's nobody on the sidewalks. And he was like, it doesn't matter! You're not supposed to be on the sidewalk! Still, like, just yelling at me. I'm like, okay, I'll get off right here. Because that's where I get off at to go across the street to get my mom and pop. So I do that, go across the street, go back on the sidewalk to the pop machine, and he drives away, and I'm just like, you're really just like, wow. And I even told my mom and dad afterwards, and my dad agreed that he shouldn't have been yelling at me or whatnot. And, like, he shouldn't have just done that. And then I even figured out that it was his grandpa, and I'm just even sitting there like, that's great. Well, not grandpa, his dad. And I'm just, like, sitting there all like, that is great. I must contain my anger every day to just go over there, have his dad come out, and lay it out for him. Because he is not a police officer, so he did not have to yell at me and try to enforce the law on me, especially when it was raining out. Everything was wet. I didn't even want to be out. I just wanted to go and get my mom and pop and go back home. Wasn't wanting to, like, get yelled at by an old man for no apparent reason. And, like, see how stupid he was as well. Like, get him out of here. Isn't he due for a nursing home yet? Just, like, take him there. Sheesh. And I'm not trying to be mean on that. Some old people are actually good people. I do know quite a few. Especially at my job. I do like entertaining people at my job. I may talk a little bit much, but it's me. Like, yeah, it's me. Had some issues with my job, but never really, like, talked to them about it. Nor do I want to. I hate just, like, going to people and talking about, like, issues unless it's my mom and dad. So, yeah. Now, the one thing at my job that I can say freely that I think is kind of stupid. Before, you know how they used to have ratchets for the carts? I guess people were, like, dumb enough pinching themselves with the ratchets that we couldn't use those anymore. Before, we would be bringing in 8 at a time because of the ratchets. But then, like, we went to, like, Velcro straps, which don't seem to last long or really are any good, to be honest. I'd rather have the ratchet straps back. But whoever, like, was pinching themselves during that was obviously using it wrong. Like, how do you pinch yourself with a ratchet strap? You just hold it there, and you just go click, 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 back, click, 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 back, click, 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 back, and just, like, get it all strapped up. And then to release it, you go back, make it click on that thing, and then you just bring it off. That's simple. So, yeah. if I had one request, it was to bring back ratchet straps. Because they had to lower it as well. Bringing in 5 carts at a time. Which, to be honest, on really busy days, that does not go well. Like, on July 4th, holy moly. Whenever I bring 5 carts in, like, 8 or like 10 carts would be gone. And I literally had to have them call for people to come out and help me do it. I even had the same thing the other day. And it wasn't, like, I don't know what was going on that day. Like, I guess it is getting close to Christmas, but I don't know what was going on that day. Like, shouldn't be that crazy. But, like, piles of people were just going in, and I'm bringing in 5 at a time. And they tell us not to do, like, a train of carts, which is more than 5. But to be honest, I do that so that there's at least an adequate amount of carts going in. And the managers do it too. And trust me, I can do it. Like, don't tell me I can't do it at my job. I'm still young. My body can take it. I can bring in like at least 8 carts with that strap. And I still use the strap. Now nowadays when I'm bringing in 5 at a time, here and there, I don't use the strap because it's like easy to do it. But, hey. Now, the one thing I don't get is why do we have to bring in the bigger carts first? Like, how are they more important than the smaller carts? Because when I went there, we still had, like, some big carts in there. And so, I asked to bring in, like, smaller carts. Like, I was bringing in some smaller carts because earlier that time, I heard some customers grumbling because there were no small carts. I heard them kind of say and kind of go like, they don't have any more small carts. And we'll just have to, like, go and do it with a basket and whatnot. They didn't sound too happy. So, I was bringing in small carts, and my manager guy says, don't bring in small carts, bring in the big carts, they're more important. Well, I did what he said, respectfully. But it got me thinking, why bring in the big carts? Because we had like 2 rows of them, but like 0 small carts. And I was even sitting there kind of, well, not really sitting there, standing there and like bringing in big carts and thinking, well, I was just like trying to please customers. Like, I just want to see customers happy, you know, dude? I brought those in so that, like, the customers had some carts. Like, some of them actually, like, I would think the small carts would be more important because they ran out faster than the big carts. Because I guess a lot of people loved using the small carts, in my opinion. That's what I've seen. And so that's why I was bringing in small carts. But I went to big carts, and then my cart shift was over, so the next guy had to deal with getting small carts, I guess. So, yeah. It is a good question. And I would like to have the answer to it, because I don't see how big carts would be more important than small carts. Because the small carts seem to run out the fastest. People seem to, like, mostly use the small carts than the big carts. So, yeah. That was my only question. Yeah. I guess I'll end the live here. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am so far. And also, oh yeah, this is one thing that I forgot to mention. On my second channel, I did something cool. I did something pretty darn amazing. On my second channel, I was looking at KindMaster like one day, well, the other day basically. I think it was yesterday to be exact. Right after my final, like this idea popped into my head. Because the app that I use to make nightcore music, I use like 3 different types of apps. But an idea popped into my head. It was just like, oh, idea. There's an idea. There's an idea. Why, hello, there's an idea. So yeah, I was just like looking at that and I'm just like, I wonder if I can do that. And so I went on there, got a song, of course, and decided to do some video clips. And I made an AMV, guys. I made my first AMV, which is like with the song Counting Stars. And then there's my second AMV, which is Monster by Skillet, which is with like Bleach, if you ever seen the anime. And my first AMV has like one piece. Now that one, I did a specific way. Because if you don't know who Ace is, that's the guy that's like in the AMV mostly. Let's just say it was in memory of him, because when I kind of watched that episode of his final moments where he like fought and then like protected his brother and died protecting him. Like it was pretty sad in a way. Like I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, that really hits you hard. That really hits you hard and tries to make you not cry. Because he had like this paper that was telling his life thing that he gave to his brother. He gave to his brother and told him that it would tell him if he was still alive or dead. Because if he was dying, the paper would start burning and like be gone. And so Luffy, I guess, accidentally drops the paper and goes to pick it up. Well, the guy battling Ace decided to go for Luffy while he was defenseless, because Luffy was weak as well. And Luffy looks up, and there's the guy that was fighting him coming at him, goes doing his like super hard punch, and Ace gets in front of him, stops him, but with his fist going through him. And like, oh my gosh. And then you start seeing the paper start burning, showing his life force going away. Of him dying. And then, like, he flops into Luffy's arms. And then falls down dead, as the last of that paper is gone. And then you see Luffy just like break down. Sad. And then he's like still like looking up with eyes wide and his mouth like wide open from getting like broken down so hard. Very hardcore, like very bad, because like to his brother, to Luffy's brother, he was everything to him. Like, if I wanted a really good brother, I'd definitely choose Ace. If I wanted a cool brother. Because Ace was just this awesome guy. He loved his brother a lot and everything. And even Luffy liked him back. And it was just downright a great brotherly relationship. And so to see like that brotherly relationship go down as one of the brothers just dies is like hardcore sadness. Now I didn't show like the part where he like flops down full on dead, because that's when like Luffy is like all broken down, sad as heck, and is just like out of the world. Then it's just like his mind just went out of his head and he's just not even there anymore, just like sitting there looking up into the sky with white eyes. And I hate when they do this because it makes it even more sad, where the guy that dies is like smiling while he's dead with his closed eyes. And it's just like, oh my gosh, that is so sad. Why do they do, like, on some people's, like, death, they just have them lying down all, like, just, like, dead. And it's just, like, you think he had a peaceful death? That was brutal. And he's smiling about it, which makes it, oh my gosh, so sad. Like, that just adds to the sadness even more. And so that's why I made that, like, little AMV, because, like, he deserves it. That anime character deserves that, for sure. And the Bleach one I just made because I liked Bleach, but I kind of finished all the English series, and all that's left is the Japan series. Like, there's still more, but they're only speaking in Japanese. There's no English dub or English sub, just Japanese. And I'm just even sitting there like, I would love to know what they're saying right now. Like, is there a translator? Like, somebody put on a translator. My gosh. Maybe turn captions on into English and see what the English captions say on the Japanese movie. I can imagine some funny stuff popping up. But yeah. So yeah, go check it out. It's not bad at all. I think I did an okay job on the Bleach one. That one I probably should have, like, done more of, but, like, I couldn't find some good video clips. But the One Piece one is my best one that I think I've done by far. Like, I haven't stopped watching that. It's, like, by far really good what I did. If it's so good that even the creator wants to watch it over and over, then you gotta watch it. It's not bad at all, guys. Go check it out. Everything will be down in the description below. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, I have found a way to put it all in the description below. Go check it out. Show some support on my second channel. And thumbs up on the video. Thumbs up. And, like, just, I also have a Discord group for song requests. I'm needing some song requests, guys. Not inappropriate ones, and ones that don't have too much bad language. Like, maybe one cuss word, or two. Yeah, those will probably be fine. But not, like, a whole bunch or the whole song just being, like, cuss words. Like, none of that, okay? But yeah, need some song requests. I have a Discord group for that as well. You'll have to friend me on Discord. Tell me which thing you want. My Minecraft server or the Discord song requests. And then, like, I'll add you to either one where I'll be able to just, it'll be easy. It'll be super easy. I'll get the invite link because, like, I set it to never expire. But then when I go on there later on, it, like, is turned off again. Like, I do that and I go back there. Because some people, like, one time I did this and someone said, yeah, it's not letting me in with this. I'm like, what? And so I go to, like, get them a new link. And I see it turned off every time. I set it to never expire. And it just, like, auto turns itself off. So, yeah. Add me on the Discord. I'll send you the link to either song request or the raid server. And, yeah. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys want to follow me on my social media, down below. Said that already. Sorry. And, like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're new, come join the family on subscribing. And like this live or videos, just like them. I'm thinking of shaving soon, so you guys will see a good, better face. Because this part, like, right here, just kind of, like, likes to tickle me. Like, argh. So thinking of shaving as well. Will look better, possibly next time. And, yeah. So, yeah, come join my family of subscribers. Subscribe, like, and have a great day. See you all next time. This is Vanitas XXX wishing you all a great day. See ya.